Okay, I'm recording this session, so you can, if you have a network problem, you can watch. So why we use the OOP concept? OOP concept is nothing but object-oriented programming language. Everybody knows. So what is the use of OOP concept? So nowadays there's all the programming language having the OOP concept. You can go for any language right now. Python is also object-oriented programming language. What is the meaning of object-oriented programming language? We have a real-world object, right? We have a real-world object. This is a Python folder. So that real-world object we are going to present in the programming world. What is the meaning of programming world? Programming world means we are going to do automation. Automation we are performing. What is the meaning of real world object? So these are the real world object. Okay, everything is your real world object: computer, bank, employee, railway, flight, cab, bus, bike, fan, shop, mobile. Okay, so these are the real world object and we are going to convert into the programming world. How to do this? Okay, this is called object oriented programming language. But when we are performing any operation means real world object converted into the programming world. Here programming world means we are going to do automation. We have a many example, right? So you can take the help of net banking application, you can take the help of Amazon. So we have a many example to the real time. This is a example. We have a net banking. What we are going to do? We are going to do automation. Automation means this is the net banking. Net banking having a multiple application up there for net banking. You can take the HDFC Bank. You can we have a e-commerce. You can take the Amazon. You can take the Red Bus, right? This is Red Bus, IRCTC. Okay, so if you will think, this all are the real world object and we are going to do convert into the programming world. We have developed one website and we are not doing anything manual stuff, right? In the net banking, if you don't have a net banking, then you should go for the bank. Then if you want to withdraw your money or deposit your money, yeah, you have another work, then you have to go. Then what happens? It will take more time in the banking. If you can see, before net banking was not there, then what happened? Many resources, many employees are there in the bank. Now you can go very less people are working in employees in the bank, because many things happen in the online means this operation. We have developed one application. Inside this application, now this I understood, you are telling this real world object converted into the programming world. Why the OOP concept is required? You can take the e-commerce, Amazon. If you want to purchase something, then you have to go to offline. Then what happen? If you are going, yeah, I said my skin, because of net problem you are facing issue. Okay, I said my skin, right? It's shared. It's shared. Okay, I'll do one more thing. I'm trying to do one. I restart my Wi-Fi. Hope so it will work for you. Okay. So I don't know where is the other guy enjoying weekend. Someone informed me I have this work. If I will not take the class, it's weekend class only, right? So it will take more time. Okay, so we were in the OOP concept. Why OOP concept is required? Okay, so real world we are converting into the programming world. But what is the use of this? So everything, if you have some work for banking, then you should go for the bank. It will take more time, right? More employees there. E-commerce, you want, everything is available right now. Okay, So that's why we required this automation stuff. Before it was not there a long time. So what happened, we have to spend more time to buy something, and but this is also the disadvantage. But now these days, more digitalization and technology day by day increasing, so that is the different thing. So why UP concept? Okay, so we have understood this real world object we are converting into the programming world. That is fine. How to do this? Okay, so how to do this? If you will go in the any website, here one more thing is there. Security is required for everything, right? Net banking must. Okay, e-commerce also, if you are having a payment gateway, right? So how to convert real world object into the programming world? We have in Java we have a class keyword. So by using this class keyword, we are going to convert real world object into the programming world. Okay, so these are the OOPS concept. So object, real world object, we have a class real world object converting into the programming world. We have to provide the security. So we have a concept called encapsulation. So by using this encapsulation, we can achieve the security for automating this real world object into the programming world. We have a concept called abstraction. Why abstraction is required? When we are going to develop any application, we should not give the things which is others user is able to see this. This is the abstracted. Okay, I have developed one application, right? That application, net banking, we have a username, password and all. Just we are using this. If you want to transfer this your money or anything, if you will do in the net banking, if you are doing the recharge and anything, then what happens, we are doing, but we don't know how this application is internally working. That concept is called abstraction. The logic is abstracted, users are going to use this. Okay, how to achieve the abstraction? So in Java, how to write the code of abstraction? So by using interface, abstract class, abstract method. So by using this interface, abstract class, abstract method, we will achieve abstraction. So interface, abstract class and abstract method we will discuss later. Inheritance is required for developing, for automating all this big project and all. Why inheritance is required? If we are going to develop, we have a multiple modules in our application. Multiple modules means first module is login page. So users first registration page is there, then user is registered this page, then it will all this information are stored in the database. These are the logic. Okay, internally logic is developed in the application. In database, that it will verified your username data is correct or not. It verified, then we'll get our username and password, all the things. So you can see this is the one modules, right? So when we are going to develop the application, we have a add cart having the another module. Okay, you can see if you will go in the home page is there. So if you are developing in a real time, okay, she also left the call. I don't know. Okay, so you can see we have a multiple modules in this application. We have a home page, order. Okay, so it's developed according to the documentation. They have made this model. So when you are going to develop one model to another model, then what happens? We have a multiple classes, and all the module we have to integrate in this application, because every module is developing the different developer, right? So in the manual testing we have an integration testing, right? So we are going to integrate this. Okay, so one module to another module. So same thing, when we are going to develop this application, we have a multiple classes, and I want to make the relationship between because if you are entering this, when we are login this application, then what happen? Another page will come. this is the one model. So if you are searching something, then that product will come, then you are going to add. So what happens in all this application, all the modules are connected to one modules to another modules. So how to do this? So in the UP concept, we have a concept called inheritance. So we are providing a relationship between the one classes to another classes. One package is there. Inside this we have a multiple classes. In multiple classes, developing the application. Then how to make the relation? We have a extend keyword or inheritance concept. By using this inheritance concept, we are making the relationship between the one classes to another classes by using the extend keyword. Okay, so that's why we need inheritance. Polymorphism. Why polymorphism is required? We have already seen, right? WebDriver. WebDriver is an interface. Right? WebDriver is an interface. So what happens when you are creating WebDriver driver equal to new Firefox? I am asking the one question. We have a WebDriver driver equal to new Firefox. That is fine. We are writing this. But if you will create Chrome driver equal to new Chrome, it will also work. But why we are writing WebDriver driver equal to new Firefox? Yeah. So why we are
if we will write Chrome driver equal to Chrome driver, then it will access only methods of Chrome driver only. Chrome driver.
Okay.
It will have its own method, a class, a method to access.
Yeah. Okay.
If we will write the WebDriver driver equal to new Chrome or Firefox driver, then we can access the methods of WebDriver class as well, interface, as well as Chrome driver or any other driver methods also.
Yeah, so this concept is called polymorphism. Okay, we have a one class and we can execute multiple type of object, multiple type of class object, right? This behavior is called polymorphism. This is the one real-time example. WebDriver driver equal to new Firefox, Chrome driver, iDriver, Safari driver. So this is called polymorphism. And we have a one ATM card and we can withdraw from any other ATM card also, ATM machine also, right? So this is also called polymorphism. Polymorphism means having the multiple, one person having the multiple behavior. This is the English sentence, but how to write in code, right? So we have a concept called overriding and overloading, right? So this thing I have given this all the documentation, alright. So just I have given the overview of object oriented programming concept. So what is UP concept and why UP concept? So UP is a methodology. It provides to suggestion for implementing real world object in the programming world. UP concept are given for the implementing real world object in programming world for automating at real world business operation. All the things are business here, right? This is not this one, this one. This is all are doing the business here, right? So this thing I have mentioned here. So and real world object by achieving security and dynamic meta dispatching. Dynamic meta dispatching is nothing but it is a polymorphism. One class having executing the multiple type of class object. For representing real world object, UP has a concept called class. For achieving security, UP has a concept called encapsulation. So how to achieve this dynamic meta dispatching? So same abstraction interface in interface. When we are going to declare the operation, then that operation we have to override. We have a abstract class and abstract class and concrete class, and after that what we are doing, what we did, WebDriver driver, that reference we are executing all this driver classes. So same thing, this concept comes inside this abstraction. Inheritance, why? Because we are extending this, and polymorphism with same thing, right? So representing of an object means creating a class with this object name with variable methods, right? If we are going to develop any application, we have a class name. Class means representing the object, okay, in the real world object in programming world. After that, we are going to write the logic. How to write the logic? We have a variable, we have a, all these 8 members we should require. A static, non-static members, right? A static variable, non-static variable, a static block, non-static block. So by using this, we are going to develop all these things. So same thing I have mentioned here. Achieving the security means we have a your account I cannot access. So we are providing what? Security. Achieving security means not allowing other programmer to access that data directly. If you are the new customer of any application, take the net banking only, because net banking having the more security required. So what happened? They will verify, they will take all my data by using this registration form. Then they will verify once. Verification is nothing but proper validation and authentication. Achieving dynamic method dispatching means calling a method and executing it dynamically in the different subclass, okay, of that type based on the subclass object which is passed. ATM machine, I already told you this is the best example of dynamic method dispatching. So when you are creating the object, implementation steps. So identify an object, create it a class using class keyword, then identify the properties. What is meaning of properties? We have a class, opening and curly braces. This is having the field, right? Create the using this field by using this class. Then identify when should initialize. Then we have a initialization step, right? Initialization and declaration. Operation means we have a method, and object means we are creating an object, means instance of object. So this thing just I have mentioned, creating a new keyword and a constructor. UP principle, that is the UP concept, and we have a UP principle. So these are the 3 UP principles. Abstraction is not a part of UP principle, okay? So UP principle are suggestion, they provide the way to implement object, achieving security to the data, reusability and functionality for achieving runtime polymorphism. So encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism. So we also have another principle that is called abstraction. So abstraction, it is a object modeling principle. Why it is the object modeling principle? We have an interface, we are providing the operation of an object. WebDriver is an interface. All this operation, close, get, refresh, all this operation we are going to provide. Okay, that is called object modeling principle. So by following abstraction, we will declare operation of an object. Then by following encapsulation, inheritance and polymorphism, we will implement those operations by achieving security, reusability and runtime polymorphism, right? So these are all the things. If someone will ask what is the UP concept, you have to tell all the story regarding this. Definition of UP concept, definition of UP. So what is the abstraction? So you can give the real-time example of the abstraction. Okay, we are the user, we are using this. The user doesn't know how it is developed, right? So it is a process of creating a class by hiding the implementation details. What is the meaning of creating a class? Creating a class means you can creating a class interface is also class. Hiding the implementation details. You are providing abstract method, means this is the abstracted, okay, user is not able to see this. An operation, providing only necessary information to accessing the method operation. We have provided inside this interface, we have provided the operation, get operation, okay, and refresh operation, close operation. These are the 3 operations. When according to the requirement, we will implement all these things, means accessing this all the operation, right? For implementing abstraction, we will use the abstract method, abstract class and interface. So I will give you this example. withdrawing money. Okay, so this is the one example I have given. You have a many example. You can take any website and tell to them, we are using this website like e-commerce or Redbus or IRCTC. All are abstracted. Just we are going to use this ATM card. This is the common example. You can give the another example, so the interviewer will understand. No, you having a something different. You have a proper concept of this. Not you can give only for ATM machine. We have a many example of this. You can tell when we are writing web driver equal to new Firefox. Okay, so that is already abstracted. Operation is abstracted. Just we are going to use all these methods, right? So this is called abstraction. Encapsulation means just we are going to provide security. I told you, right? If you are if you are creating any website, some OTP will come. I have created. I am going to open new Gmail account, right? So what happened? One OTP will come. One OTP will get. Then it will verify you are the correct person. That is called encapsulation. Then after that you are able to log in your Gmail account, right? Username and password. Then you are able to log in this Gmail account. So that is called. What is the meaning of calculation and validation? When we are filling the registration, one page is coming, right? Register page. Like you are creating a Gmail account. Then we have to give all the information for the Gmail account, your name and Gmail ID also. So what happened? It will hit in the database, in the application. It will verify it. Okay, you are the correct person or not. If you are entering this new email ID, then sometime it is showing it is already exist. You have to create a other one. So it is already abstracted, right? We are just going to use this. This is also the abstraction. But internally, whatever the validation and calculation, and we are getting this OTP and it will verify it. This concept is called encapsulation. Encapsulation is a process for creating a class. Gmail people already developed this logic. They are having the logic inside this. So that's why creating a class with variable, might be variable is there or method is there in a single group, and providing to the access to the variable to the data with via this method with proper validation and calculation. By following encapsulation, we are hiding object data direct from the my email account. You cannot access, right? Users, and providing its access via method with proper validation. I am getting this OTP, and now that means we are providing the security to the data. I am getting this OTP. After that, I am able to log in my new ML account. Okay. In Java, we develop encapsulation by declaring variable in a class as a private, and by defining method for each variable for reading and modifying the data. So this is the one example. Okay. So how to validation and calculation, how to achieve? By using, we have a getter and setter method. Getter and setter method is nothing but just when going to open your email account, then we are giving this all the information, right? That is called get. We are that is called set. I have set it, means I have given this all this. Now after validation and calculation, we are getting this, right? So how to just getter and setter method is nothing but just name they have given. Okay, concept is only method. You can type in the Google, you can get another example also for encapsulation. Many example is there. So how to achieve this encapsulation? By using this private. By using this private keyword, we can achieve this encapsulation. So just I have created this method. I am returning this age, and here returning this ID name and returning this name. After that, what I did, this is your get method and this is your set method. In set method, I am not returning anything because this should not return anything. Okay, so we have to just set this value. this age, just I have whatever this parameter I'm going to pass, just I store inside this age, in this age. Okay, so same thing I did for all these things, right? New id, again I store inside this name id. Then what I have to do here, just I have created this class and just calling all this method. So set, I have setted this, I registered this. Okay, I registered this, all my information. Now it will go and it will validate here while calling all this method. Then after that we will get name and your username and password, same thing. Okay, I am going to do here. So this is encapsulation. Okay, actually no one is there, so I will not take more classes. This guy will not able to understand. Okay, because polymorphism, again I have to explain for this new people. Already it is not like that, but other people doesn't know. No, so that's why I have to explain one more time. Hello. Hello, Sonam, are you there?
Yeah, Mohit.
Actually